Welcome back to a Doctor's Perspective podcast Minisode. Today I'm going to discuss the fee-for-service dentist podcast about scheduling. And one of the things they talked about that I kind of pulled away is online scheduling. Now that's an important topic. I've heard doctors say it's been a good thing. They get people on the weekend to schedule. They wake up the next day, they got a couple new patients on the books, which is a good thing. But on this one, they were saying, well, what about, the dentist who, they want to do a really good exam and it takes time to evaluate everything. And then they come back for another visit where they actually do the procedure. But when they book, it's like, you already booked for this type of appointment, but I don't even know what's going on. So it's a little confusing. And so they were debating, like, is that a good thing or not? Should you just do what you can and then reschedule them later? And the other aspect that I thought was interesting, if you were going to go to the best surgeon in town, are you going to be able to get an appointment on Monday? No, you're going to have to wait a few weeks. So the question became, should you set it up to where new patients cannot schedule for 2 weeks to make it look like you have a waiting list or not? What's the pluses and minuses of that? The plus is you kind of look like you're more in demand. People are going to want it. On the other end, there's a lot of clients, patients who will just call the next office and say, oh man, I need to get in this week. This tooth is killing me. So what should you do? My thought could be maybe have one appointment per day where they can schedule a new patient in whatever kind of field of doctoring you're in. Just have one appointment per day that you can use. And that's kind of like your emergency type of patient who's like, I'm hurting so bad. I really need to get in. And you're like, cool. Here's the one spot per day that we have for that. If it's full, you can have a message on there. Call us. We'll get you scheduled. Or, 2 weeks from now, you can schedule it. That way, I think you have a little more availability. And then you still have that effect of being, super busy. Because sometimes you are actually that busy and other times you're not. So what are y'all thoughts? Send me a message on any social media. Be glad to talk it out. Just hashtag a doctor's perspective. We can discuss this further. Look forward to hearing your thoughts. I'm Dr. Justin Trosclair. We just went hashtag behind the curtain.